Hey, John Foss, CW Twin Cities. I'm talking with Joe Elliot, frontman for Def Leppard, and these guys are announcing a new tour. It's Vegas Residency, and it starts August 14th. Joe, tell us all about it.
It's called Hits Vegas, which is a nice double entendre. We are going to hit Las Vegas, but it also kind of represents the fact that it's more of a career oversight. So we'll be playing pretty much something from nearly every record, I'd imagine.
So how will this residency be different from your other shows on tour?
That's a really good question, actually, because we haven't actually decided what we're playing on our European tour yet. That starts in June, and this thing doesn't start till August. So, you know, it's too early in the year for us to be wondering what we're going to play, but we do realise that 60% of our set picks itself, otherwise we wouldn't get out of the venue alive.
So you and your bandmates have been very vocal about the fact that Queen was a very influential band for you guys. What did you think of the movie Bohemian Rhapsody? Did you think it was did you like the movie, number one? And number two, did you think it was accurate?
Yes, they were. They were a huge influence on our band. Brian May is a very good friend of mine, has been for 35 years. So it was, you know, it was a little strange at first when we became friends to somebody that I grew up listening to as a kid, you know. But yes, I have seen the film. I thought the film was fantastic. It doesn't bother me one bit that supposedly some of the timelines are out. It is a movie, not a documentary. It would have bothered me if it was a documentary. I think Malik did a fantastic job as Freddie Mercury. And you look at the business that it's done around the world, it's insane for a biopic to do that well. So hats off to Queen. It just proves basically to anybody that was a naysayer that they were really one of the biggest bands of all time, and they deserve the accolades that they're getting now.
Do you think there will ever be a film made about Def Leppard, and if so, who plays Joe Elliot?
Well, we've had one actually. VH1 made a Def Leppard movie about 20 years ago. Didn't quite have the same budget, and it didn't have the same impact either. So I can't really see there being another one made, to be quite honest. I don't think that we've got the cultural impact or the backstory of a band like Queen. So yeah, I mean, it's possible you could. I mean, we have a one-armed drummer, which is pretty monumental thing to have. But the Freddie Mercury story is mostly what the film's about. And he really was a groundbreaker. The fact that he was gay but had to keep it hidden, we don't have that kind of agenda in our band. So, no, I'm happy that if there isn't another film made, it's not going to worry me. I'm more than happy just to keep making records, touring, playing in front of people. That's what why we got together in the first place.
You mentioned your drummer, Rick Allen, who unfortunately lost his arm in a car accident. Number one, how did he learn to play the drums again? And number two, what was the thought process as far as you guys deciding to continue to keep him in the band?
Well, the reinvention was literally out of necessity, really. If you lose a limb and you've got 4 essential parts that a drummer uses, which is both arms and both legs, we work out which is the least used limb and transfer the information to that limb, and that's what he did. So he plays the snare drum with his feet rather than with his hands. So he uses a collection of triggers and pedals on the floor, which will play an electronic snare. So he can play a real one or the one with his foot. It's a unique situation. There is no book of one-armed drummers, so he leads the list of them, or one of them, as far as I'm aware. And he's done a remarkable job. He's actually been a one-armed drummer longer than he was a two-armed drummer. And so, you know, it's testament to him that he's still in the band. He still wanted to be in the band, and we're still going strong. And he's still part of the unit.
All right, well, congratulations for being voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In previous interviews, I've heard you say that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame doesn't mean anything to you, but now that you've been voted in and you're going to be inducted here on March 29th, does it mean more?
It means a lot more, because the reason that we're in is purely and simply down to the fans. It was the fan vote that swung it was in favour of being in there. It's the biggest ever fan vote since it was introduced, which just makes you realise how passionate our fans are towards the band, and it works both ways. So we were very interested. Once we knew that the fans had a big say in it, whoever the faceless committee are didn't really matter anymore, because the fans, for the last 6 or 7 years, the fan vote has always been inducted. So we kind of figured, why would it change now? So once we realised that we'd got in, we had nobody to thank but the fans. I mean, that's why we're here. Not because of 999 people in some closed room, metaphorically speaking, of course. It's the fans that have been with us for 40 years that have voted us in. So, of course, it means a lot to us now. It means a hell of a lot.
All right. Well, Joe, thank you so much. In Twin Cities, make sure you check out Def Leppard Hits Vegas, the Sin City Residency. Tickets go on sale February 22nd. The shows start August 14th, and you can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Planet Hollywood box office. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.